Hello everybody, it's Wayward again, and welcome to what is a very special video. It must be, I think, at least 6 months since my last solo win, but I finally did it again. Now, just before I get started on this video, I want to give a special shout out to my American viewers, some of whom have been very kind and sent me some lovely messages about my voice. Very nice of you. I'm glad you like listening to me. My voice is just my voice. I'm stuck with it, I'm afraid. But I'm glad that somebody appreciates this gift of nature that I've been granted. So here I am, dropping into Flush Factory. I changed my mind several times about where I was going to drop, but I decided to go for an old familiar friend. This was the place I got to know really, really well in the very first few seasons, all those years ago. And then they took it away and I was terribly sad. And now it's back. And it's great to see it again. My old friend, I know where all the chests are. Of course, some of them haven't spawned this time, but at least I know my way around. So let's head out of Flush. I haven't seen anybody yet. I've got pretty terrible loot. I have managed to pick up a purple lever action shotgun, which will do in a push, but let's see what this guy has got to offer me. He's selling purple tax. Well, yeah, okay, I guess I'll take it. Turns out in the end I never needed it, but that's for later. So I can swap my grey heavy AR for a green heavy AR. Terrific. Let's see what else is lying around here. I still haven't seen anybody, and to be honest, I'm not at all sure where I'm going to go next. I'm actually running towards the storm here. Believe it or not, because I want to hug the edge of the circle and just make sure I get onto high ground and check there's nobody behind me, because I really don't want to get caught unawares, because it's happened too many times. And also I know there's a chest just inside this truck, and who knows what goodies might be lying in wait. Another big pot. That'll get me up to 100. Perfect. Just put these chugger splashes aside for a moment. Again, as it turns out, I don't need them, but that's for later. Yeah, so I'd been doing my usual practice that morning, and my heart hadn't really been in it. I'd been practicing 90s and feeling really, really slow in them. And to be honest, I thought, oh, look, I just want to get into a game. Let's see what this lady's selling. She's selling an upgrade to a blue heavy. Well, again, that'll do, I guess. Yeah, so I'd had a pretty terrible morning, and I dropped into this game feeling not very confident. And I thought, I've been doing 5 solo matches every day just to try and get into the swing of things, trying to improve on elements of my game, trying to work on building, on one-to-ones, that sort of thing. Just check out Misty here. Doesn't seem to be anybody home. And just trying to improve my game in general. And so I had a string of really frustrating matches where I made some very silly mistakes and told myself off for making them, and then went and made the same mistake in the next match. I guess that's how the game is when you've got a nervous disposition like I have, and you're not really used to shooters, wins come along very rarely. So you just keep going and you just hope for the best, and every so often the best comes along. So I'm running through Misty here, really not feeling at all confident, because you don't want to run through Misty right through the middle like that. But I was trying not to alert the IO guards. Then the storm starts moving and I have to cut inland, trying to make my way round to Catty Corner, because I know the higher ground is there. Pick up some brick along the way. By the way, recommend building in brick. It's stronger when you first put it down than wood is, and it builds faster than metal. I know metal is very strong when it gets to its maximum strength, but it takes a long time to get there, and metal's very see-through while it's being built. And I have actually lost a game because I was building in metal and my opponent could just track me through the metal because it was so see-through. So I do strongly recommend brick as a good compromise between the two. So get as much brick as you can. still haven't seen anybody. Very, very unusual to get this far into the game and not see anybody at all. Now, here's an interesting thing. A green AR. At last, a normal AR, and I think it's worth getting rid of a blue heavy just to have a green normal AR. The green AR, it's not terribly good. I find the bloom is enormous on it. I can hardly ever hit my shots with it, and it's been a disappointing weapon for me this season. But it's still better than the heavy because of the heavy's slow fire rate and enormous kick. I'm sure I would get used to it if I was using it all the time, but to be honest, I don't think it's worth taking any heavy below a purple, and possibly not even that. So I'm running around here, trying not to keep still to discourage snipers, and just hanging around here on the edge of the zone. Don't want to go into lazy because I know that spells certain death. And I don't want to go too far into zone, so I'm just hanging around behind this this little rise in the surface here. Watching out behind me, is there anybody coming in from the storm, because that's caught me out in the past. Doesn't look as though there is. Don't really need this wood, but I just want to keep busy. And night is falling, and I hate how dark it gets in this game. So I've just got to be patient and maintain my position. Now the storm has dragged me further to the north, so I'm wondering whether I need to go into lazy or not. I think I'd rather not. Let's see if the IO guards are there. Yes, they are. I'm going to take a risk and pick up this loot here. Somebody may be watching it, but it's not very valuable, so chances are, and I was right, chances are nobody's watching it. So I'm going to prop myself in here just for a moment. Again, trying not to keep completely still. If I run straight to the IO guards, they'll be alerted immediately, and if I run into lazy, I'm sure to meet somebody unpleasant. So I'm just hanging around on the spot, hoping. I really am doing a lot of hoping in this game, but sometimes you've just got to do that. Now I happen to know that if I take a middle course in between lazy and the IO guards, then they won't shoot me. So I'm just now looking out to see if the coast is clear. I think it is, and I can just tuck myself in zone. I was pretty lucky with zone here. I can just tuck myself under this little outcrop in the rock, and I know that I'm safe as long as nobody's behind me with a sniper. So the zone pulls me north again, and here I am running across the ridge that I mentioned earlier. If you keep your middle course here, the IO guards won't shoot you, and you'll still have some protection from lazy. Now there's a build going up there. That's the first person I've seen. Let's pop into this handy bush and see if I can check out what's happening. Yeah, I can just about make him out at the top there. He's built up a long way. I figure he's probably going to be quite sweaty. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Bouncing around. Oh, he's going for the drop. If I'd just been an inch to my right, I could have had him then. Let's see if he keeps still, shall we? Yes, I think he's going to keep still for a moment. Let's try. Just missed him. Now, if he's clever, he's going to know which way that shot came from. Okay, he doesn't seem to know or care. That's all right. As long as he doesn't direct his fire straight onto me, I should be okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a hit on him, and the storm is now moving. Now we both have to go north. Neither of us is in zone. He looks a bit sweaty. He's got a sweaty skin on. So I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to skirt round the edge of storm and try and get a position up on this high ground just ahead of me. Chances are there's somebody already there. So I switch to my AR, ready to take them on. Just making sure nobody else has the same idea as me. It looks pretty quiet around here. Not sure I really need that wood, but I'll take it anyway. There's a snipe. Can't tell which direction it's coming from, but it's quite close. So I'm just going to have to get up here onto the high ground and hope nobody's got there first. Looks pretty clear. So I'm just going to check out. There's 4 players, including me. I'm just going to check out how things look from here. Okay, I can see some builds. This tree is really getting in my way. Ah, somebody's building up right in front of me. Let's see who it is. Just waiting for him to stick his head up. Oh, it's Sweaty Christmas Skin again. Right. Now he's obviously got no idea that I'm here. So if I just bide my time. Go on, put your head up. Go on. There we go. Absolutely perfect, because he had no idea I was there. I was able to wait for him to be a bit silly, put his head up for a fraction too long. Now there's somebody building up there on the right. So I can now use this guy's base to keep the high ground. Oh no. Keep building, keep building. That's good. I don't own any of the walls from the initial base. So I'm going to have to make sure I own this back wall so that I can make a quick getaway if I need to. So let's go and knock down this wall and replace it with one of my own. Good. Now I can edit out. Go underneath because he won't expect that. There he goes, up on the top. So where's the third guy? Oh, there he is, down the bottom. Okay, that's good. Keep building, keep building. That's good. Now he can't have many rockets because he's not just spamming me with them. So he's obviously going to want to preserve his rockets. If I can just get on top of my floor here, that's it. This tree's a bit in the way. Let's get this... No, honestly. Let's get this tree down. There we go. Now he's shooting rockets at somebody else. So I'm wondering what's going on over there. This is what was going on. And this guy with the rockets dives in. And then loses a 1-to-1 to the flash. Okay, one guy left. Building up a bit further. He's going to have to come into zone because I've got zone. He's stuck in the storm. Ah, he's white. If I can just bring that down, then it's curtains for him. Down he goes, and that's it. I feel like I played that pretty well overall. Stayed patient, stayed calm, thought about what might happen, what the enemies might be trying to do, and of course got extremely lucky with zone. And of course that one rather nicely timed snipe. So there it is, my 5th solo win. Thank you very much for watching. Let's hope there will be more in the future. See you later. Bye bye.